Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel and welcome back to another video. So today's video we're going to be working on the last 6 weeks of our 52-week food store checklist. So if anybody's interested in this checklist, remember I got this from organizedmom.net. This is not my list. I actually just pulled this off. You do have to subscribe to get this list. But go to organizedmom.net, click on food, and then go to food storage. And you'll scroll down on her blog. You'll see the 52-week storage checklist. And so that's what this is. So I'm going to be working on weeks 46 through 52. So 6 more weeks. There are a couple things that I will get and some things that I will not get on this list. Again, make the list fit your family. Customize it so that it fits your family. So one of the things that I did was I made a list on the back of my sheet of items that I need to add that were not on this list. So I have ramen, I have jelly or jam, sugar-free of course. Spices, I do have some spices, but I wanted to get some of the bigger ones that might last for 2 or 3 months. I don't want to get them so that they go bad, but we use a lot of spices in our house. I mean, I'm constantly buying them. Deodorant was not on the list. Soap or body wash was not on the list. Dish soap, I have some coupons that will make that very inexpensive. Then I wanted to get some extracts. Like when you're keto and you're trying to mimic the banana bread flavor, you have to get banana extract. So I don't have all the ones I want to try. I want to try cake batter. I want to make sure I have like a citrusy. And then, of course, my standard strawberry, banana, vanilla, those types of extracts. And then, like for week 52 is 5 cans of veggies. I've been getting green beans, tomatoes, canned mushrooms, green chilies. So this week I'm gonna add in turnip greens, collard greens, or mustard greens because my kids and I like those types of veggies and they do have them in the can. We have a couple in the garage, but we're also going to try getting some in, try to get a couple more because I think we only have like 4 cans out there. Also, somebody said, one of you subs said, take sticky dots and dot my cans so I'll know which cans came in which month. I'm going to try to work that system so that I can figure it out in my head. But right now, that's what I'm working on and what I'm going to be doing. And so Jackson and I are going to head out to Walmart. We're shopping at Walmart today because Walmart has a couple things that Aldi does not. So when I looked at cans, some of Walmart's cans are a little cheaper than Aldi's. Some are not. So it kind of checks out in the wash. And I think that's what we're going to do. We're also going to look for some of the things I have not purchased and see if there's anything on here that we can add. Like I know cinnamon, I missed it on 1 week. And we do use cinnamon. Couple bags of rice we didn't get, so I'm going to try for that. There are some more beans, so we're going to see if we can find any different beans that we haven't gotten that we do like. And I may get bag beans instead of canned beans this time. We'll see what I can come up with. But there's a couple things that we're going to try to get. Also, we didn't get any powdered sugar, so we're going to try for powdered sugar if we have enough. My budget for today is $200, and I'm going to spend that $200 trying to get the last 6 weeks, plus some of the extras that I added on. Specifically the ramen, the jelly, the soap, the extracts, the canned greens. I also added up here pumpkin. I also added in Jello packets. Like we can take that sugar-free Jello and mix it up with the fruit to have fruity Jello. That was another thing that I thought. And then after I do this video, you'll get another video coming up that will be taking this list right here, and coming up with all the meals that I can make using this list. So I'm not talking about what I have on hand or what I have in the cabinet. I'm just going to take this 52-week list and come up with some meals. And I'll give you breakfasts, lunches, and dinners. Now, it won't be 7 breakfasts, 7 lunches, and 7 dinners. It'll be as many breakfast ideas as I can come up with, as many lunch ideas, dinner ideas, and snacks. So that's what I'm going to do. Just see how I can come up, what I can come up with using this list and the substitutions that I've made on my sheet. Oh, I'm also going to get some coconut flour. I got almond flour, but I have not gotten coconut flour, which it takes a little less coconut flour than it does almond flour. I prefer almond flour, but coconut flour is good in a pinch. Like we make muffins and they use heavy coconut flour and those muffins taste really good. So again, I'm going to just try to get a few items here. I'm finishing up weeks 46 through 52. And then I am going to get those add-ons. One other person who left me a comment said they thought we were on the wrong list. And it's not the wrong list. What I recognize is on the sheet, the last sheet I had, weeks 43 and 44 were flipped. They were just flipped backwards. So we do have the same sheet. I just got those 2 weeks flipped. So it should be the same, prayerfully. Other than that, I think that's all that I'm going to be doing today, is bringing you guys along as I pick up the rest of the items on this sheet. Heading to Walmart. Jackson's going to run with me over to Let's see what this is supposed to be. 2 cards. This is cilantro lime. Chili honey, that's 2 carbs. Let's see what this one is. Cream bourbon barbecue. 2 carbs. These are all 2 carbs. That's good. Because they have a coupon on them. Actually, it's good. Because they'll only be $1 and some change. Okay, let's slide over here. I'm on week 52, which is 5 15-ounce cans of vegetables. These are 27-ounce cans, so it's almost like I'm getting twice. So I'll get mixed greens. Let me get collards. And I'll get the veg, and I got week 51. So now we're coming up on flour and toilet paper, powdered sugar, rice, and toilet paper. So we'll definitely for sure get toilet paper while we're in here, but we're going to find a couple other things on our list that are not actually on our sheet so that we can round out this trip. All right, you guys, so we are back from Walmart. I just shopped Walmart today just because I wanted to go to one place. I did not want to go to several places. And we have just about rounded out our sheet. I'm real excited to share with you all the things that we picked up at Walmart. And then I want to talk to you a little bit about what a rotating pantry means to me. It may be something different to somebody else, but to me, I'll share with you what it means. So here's a couple things that we picked up. We picked up some Dawn dish soap. They were 96 cents each, so I picked up 2 of those. The reason I got the small ones are because I have some large ones that are the bigger size dish soaps, but my kids tend to use a lot more when it's a big one. So if I have a small bottle, then once this is out, we can just do the refill method and they won't use as much, thinking that this is it, you know, kind of trick their minds a little bit. But 2 of those, and we like Dawn dish soap. It's kind of our favorite, but I'll use whatever I have a coupon for or is cheaper this week. I did pick up some forks, knives, and spoons. These are for Sundays when my friend comes over. She's in that older population that worries about getting sick and contamination and blah, blah, blah. And although she knows I clean my house, we just gone to using paper plates, but we were out of utensils and we use throwaway napkins. It just makes her feel more comfortable, so I picked up those just for Sunday. On the list was toilet paper twice, so I went ahead and got the 6 mega rolls. Of course, we have some toilet paper in the garage, But every time I see toilet paper, I'm just going to try to pick it up. So that way we don't run into the problems we had the first go around, which was we couldn't find it in 2 states. I looked in North Carolina and South Carolina and could not for the life of me find toilet paper. We also picked up paper towels. Same situation, just don't want to run into an issue. Okay. Next thing we got were just some flavors. The kids enjoyed these in their waters. Picked up a couple of those. The bigger one we normally get, they did not have, but I picked those up. This was not on the list, but I made a substitution. This is ramen. There's 12 in each of those, 36 ramen. If you have 1 ramen per week, that's 36 weeks. If you have 2 a week, you know it takes you down a little bit more, but that could be a quick lunch meal. Or you cannot use the packet, just use the noodles and do something separate with the noodles. Make a different meal. You can add it to a soup. You can add it to a stir fry. You don't have to use it just the way it is earmarked here. You can always change it. You can cook the noodles and chop them up to spread them out a little more. You can always use that as a filler. Throw the sauce into whatever soup you're making, and that'll give you just a little bit more of, a deeper meal. Thought this would be a good idea because sometimes somebody was asking about, what do you use the sweeteners for and the sugars for? Sometimes when you're doing a very specific groceries and you don't have anything that makes it a little fun meal, sometimes you can just add in a couple little things. These are sugar-free Jell-O puddings. I like to make keto cake or keto cupcakes, and adding in a sugar-free Jell-O pudding makes it a little moist when you're using the almond flour. So that is why I picked up those to go in the cakes. And then also I picked up these sugar-free Jell-O, just gelatins. We got raspberry, cherry, black cherry, strawberry, and orange. They were 36 cents each. And then we have canned fruit in the garage, so we can make like a Jell-O fruit cups. And that would also be just something different if you didn't have any like treats. So for 36 cents each, perfect. Picked up some pumpkin. When I make keto cakes, I also like to add in a cup of pumpkin. That also makes it really moist. But then also, ma'am, we do pumpkin pops for her. We take a big spoon. We drop these on parchment paper and we freeze them to make pumpkin pops for the dog. We use just 100% pumpkin, not pumpkin pie spice or anything. I mean pumpkin pie filling, just 100% pumpkin, and this can work for her. These are something that I saw. These are some sauces to try. They had 2 grams of carbs for a tablespoon. Probably very, very dirty keto. I'm just looking at net carbs. I didn't look at all in the ingredients. So please, again, this is if we have to. They were $3.47, and the reason I got them is there was a $2 off coupon. So $1.47, we got bourbon barbecue, creamy chili honey, and then cilantro lime. So if we do like a Mexican rice or fajitas or something, or if we do burgers, or that one is a creamy. This says try this with rotisserie chicken, fries, whatever. We can just try those if we want to. Next thing I picked up was the beef bouillon. I got a chicken bouillon that's this size, so we should be set on that. Then I wanted to pick up spices. Spices were not on the sheet. So I was already on the international aisle, and international spices at my Walmart are right beside the Walmart spices. What I noticed is the international spices were $1 or $2 cheaper. So I was like, it doesn't matter to me. I'm not brand loyal to spice. So I'll pick up whatever I can that's the cheapest. So I got complete seasoning. This is garlic powder. This is onion powder. And then onions chopped. Then they had cilantro lime seasoning. And this is a poultry seasoning, the Southern Blend. Then they did not have chili powder, so I just picked those up, Great Value brand. But we also picked up 2 things of grated parm in the large size. Picked up 2 things of coconut flour. We'll use one. We'll put one in the pantry. Just for using now, I needed some heavy whipping cream and some for my coffee. Unsweetened almond milk. We had these 3 items in the fridge during the hurricane, and the fridge was off for quite a while, so we're just replacing those. The kids like this cranberry diet juice, so we got that for them. Jackson asked for fruit and applesauce. We picked that up. And then also for Jackson, I picked up him some Morningstar burgers and some of this beefless grounds Gardein brand. Now, I'm in a group for keto, and somebody showed that they had some new flavors for the lilies. The chocolate salted caramel flavor, and then they also had the butterscotch. They had white chocolate. I don't like white chocolate, so I didn't pick that up. They have milk chocolate, which Alana likes, and then dark chocolate, which any of us will like. What I would do with that is make, we could do chocolate chip cookies. We could do cookie bars. We could throw those in muffins if we wanted to do chocolate chip muffins for breakfast. Those would all work fine for that, and they freeze perfectly in the freezer. All right. One of the weeks was the veggies. So I did pick up a few more of mushrooms. These can go in soups. And then beans was on there again. We did not have pinto beans. I hadn't picked those up yet, so I picked those up. 5 cans of pinto beans, 5 cans of mushrooms. And then I also did the mixed greens this time. At Aldi, I've been getting green beans and peas for Jackson, but we all like mixed greens, so I picked those up. I'm skipping stuff, I'm sorry. Okay, picked up some of the sugar-free strawberry jam. I got 3 of those, so that would be enough for a couple weeks. Picked up 2 things of the whole grain brown rice. This is 2 pounds. So one of the lists asks you for 3 1-pound bags. So that's 4 pounds of rice. Then we wanted to get some sauce. So we had picked up originally Hunt's was 92 cents a can, but this Great Value marinara was 88 cents. So I told brother, because he went with me, I said, put that one back. Let's get 5 jars of this because we use this all the time. Well, the kids do. I don't usually, I try not to eat some things. There are certain things I just don't eat. I'd almost rather eat the Alfredo because that's lower in carbs, but it's also more expensive. So we picked up 2 of the classic Alfredos, and I will eat those. Rarely do I do the red ones, but the kids like the red ones, and it's perfectly fine. So I got those for them. Again, if I have to eat anything, I will, but I do try to stick within my macros if at all possible. Picked up a big thing of jumbo shrimp just so we can have that. Also picked up 2 things of classic ranch. Again, our ranch was in the fridge during the hurricane, and we lost power for several hours. So I just thought, hey, I'll replace that. Don't want to take any chances. Then we saw these. This is a no sugar added apples and cherries. Jackson actually saw these. And we're going to try our hand at some keto cream cheese Danish. We're going to try our hand to see if we can make it using these ingredients with a flavored cream cheese. Picked up 2 mustards. Jackson needed some rice cakes. Picked those up. 2 things of veggie broth. Raisins. Picked up some of these toffees. And then we also picked up some pork cracklings. Those are the ones that I like. Now, everything you see here from Walmart was right at $200.94. So that was that. What I did pick up here was the toilet paper. I got 2 bags of almond flour. I did not get regular flour. And these are 16 ounces. So I got 2 1-pound bags of coconut flour. Coconut flour. 3 1-pound bags of rice. So that's the equivalent of 4 rice. This also says a jar of bouillon. I got a huge thing of bouillon. Powdered sugar I looked for, they did not have. Toilet paper was on there twice, so that's why I got the big one. And then the cans of beans and veggies. Now, there are still some things up here that I did not get. Rice, I know, is one thing that's up here a couple more times. And then the flours, because they just have a large amount of flour. But I did pick up almond flour from Costco the other day. And I picked up some of those bacon crumbles. So again, working pantry for me will rotate through some of this stuff. Jackson is liable to come in here tonight and say, Mom, can I use this? Sure. Well, he's used one. Now we need to make sure that I can replace it with something else next time I go to the grocery store. So nothing here is staying in my pantry for months and months and years. I'm not into the stored up for 25 years. I just don't have that within me. But right now, what I'm trying to do is get us enough stuff that if for some reason we cannot get to the grocery store or things are not in the grocery store, we at least have something to make meals from. All right, y'all. So there it is. Again, for me, my work in pantry is I'm shifting things in and out as the kids and I use stuff. If I use, 2 jars of marinara sauce, when I go back to the grocery store the next time, I need to pick up 2 jars of marinara sauce and keep rotating things in and out. That's a new process for me because I have not usually had a lot of extra stores on hand. But I'm trying to make sure we have enough stores on hand so that if in case, when we first went into the stay-at-home and you were out there in them grocery shopping streets, there were not a lot of things. And even if there were things, there were still limits. Only 2 of these or 1 package of meat or, and that was really, what I want to say, that was a challenge for certain people who needed more. We were fine. I say that, but I like to get what I need. So I'm not going to the grocery store every other day, which you do if you're, shopping only and getting 2 packages of meat. If you don't get the family size, you're definitely going every other day just to make sure you have meat. But again, we don't have to have meat in our meals. But what I do want to do is make sure that I have enough things and I'm stocked up on stuff. So that's what I'm trying to do. That's where I'm trying to live. And we have exactly what we need. Very appreciative of all the suggestions, all the help, all the gifts, everything that we have been blessed with. It just helps our family. And then in turn, I'm trying to help other families just by putting these videos out. By no means is my way the way to do it. I'm just doing the best I know how and trying to give somebody else an encouragement to do the best they know how to do. So if you got something that works for you perfectly, leave a comment. We'd be happy to see it. I'm here for all the things. Yes, ma'am. Anything that's going to make our family better or make us not feel like we can't go to the grocery store and find what we need. I'm here for that. So many YouTubers right now are stocking their pantries and doing long-term food storage not because we're hoarding. Please, I don't have anything in here that's hoarding, period. I only have a couple rolls of toilet paper comparative to some people. But last time it was just a shock to go to the grocery store and look for stuff and you couldn't find it. So I don't want to have that issue. And we're getting ready to come up on the fall. And they did say that they think there will be a second wave in the fall. I do want to make sure that myself and the children are taken care of. I'm not eating. We haven't eating out. And so I'll be taking lunches to work. I want to make sure that I have enough stuff cooked and prepared so that when I do lunches, I am able to have those things that I need where I'm able to just stay in my office, use my microwave that I did purchase for my office and have what I need there. So I'm just trying to be very proactive and have what I need for my family. Like I said, before I went to keto, I was a couponer and I couponed and I got all the things. When I started keto, I stopped getting the more carby cereal type junky foods that, some of the coupons were. And I moved into couponing for personal care items and household items. That way I was freeing up some money for grocery items. But, we ebb and flow and do what we have to. I have yet to start on my Walgreens shopping. I do want to do Walgreens. And I know I've had so many people say, you need to do Walgreens. Well, I've perfected, for me, shopping at the grocery store and using my coupons at the grocery store. It works out perfectly for me. I don't want to have to spend my money to get Walgreens points to then go back and buy stuff with the points. I've already had to spend the money. At the grocery store, I can use my coupons and I'm not spending any money. I'm just spending that, if it costs me anything, I'm spending that little bit. So again, I've got to work that out in my brain. But shopping at my grocery store that I have, I'm able to get the things that I need for my family and keep that budget very low. In the last couple weeks since I've been shopping, getting back on my coupon game, let me tell you, Shakema has been coming out like a fat rat. Yes, indeed, because I am here for all things coupons. Again, I'm still real heavy in the household and personal care items, but I'm perfect with that because if I can save on those items, then I can put that money towards food. And it works out great for me, or it has so far. Another suggestion was shopping at Winco. We don't have Winco where I live, not in North Carolina. We don't have Wegmans where I live. We don't have Buy Low. We don't have Be Low. We don't have some of those stores that some of you have. We have Food Lion, Harris Teeter, and Walmart, and Lowe's Foods. And Lowe's Foods in my area is really expensive. Even shopping with coupons, they have bumped their prices up. So I don't go in there, and it's not close to where I live. Closest to where I live is Harris Teeter, Aldi, Walmart, Food Line. Those are the stores that we have in my immediate area or that I can get to in a short period of time. We also have Piggly Wiggly, but that's on a whole nother side that I never go on, and they're a little pricey to me. So I don't shop there. We do not have discount stores. We don't have meat stores. We don't have like Sharp Shopper like J. Morrell. They have Sharp Shopper. We don't have stores like that. We don't have salvage stores. We don't have any of that anywhere near where I live. So I do the best I can with the stores that I have using the finances and resources that I have. Again, I don't have $1,000 to go out and shop once. So I might have a little bit here and a little bit there. I just kind of pick and pull what I can. And I go and get what I'm able. Like I said, so far, I think I've just about got everything on this list with the exception of the flours and the sweeteners, because keto flour and keto sweetener are 3 to 4 to 10 times the price of regular. You can, on a good sale, get a 5-pound bag of flour for $1 and some change. I'm going to get 3 pounds of almond flour for $13 at Costco. That's where I'm going to get it. So again, that's just how I have to do it. And if I don't have floured items, we just have to not have it. Coconut flour is a way more inexpensive, and you use only a quarter of it versus a whole cup for almond flour. So we may just have to shift and do coconut flour. I prefer almond. We can do coconut, no problem. So I was able to pick up a couple of those today. Worked out perfectly. But anyway, again, make it work for your family as best you can. So there it is, you guys. I am coming out after this video with a list of all the meals that I can make using this grocery list only. Not what I have in my pantry, not what I can pull in, not any of those types of things. And again, I added some things on the back of my list, and I've subbed in some things on my list. So I will be pulling those items as well to do all of my meals. So anywho, just want to thank you guys so much for stopping by. If you like the video, thumb it up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that little bell so you never miss a notification from us. Thank you guys so much for going along with us on this 3 to 6 month pantry stock up. We pray that your family is able to do so as well. And thank you all so much for 10,000 subscribers. Come on, y'all. Give it up to Jesus. Just give it up to the Lord. Yes, indeed. In Jesus' name, we are so blessed to have you guys. We love you, and we'll see you next time. Bye now.